after midnight. Seas around 2 feet. Dominant period 7 seconds. Saturday, west wind 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon. Then becoming southwest after midnight. Seas around 2 feet. Sunday, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots. Becoming west after midnight. Seas around 2 feet. A chance of showers through the night. Marine forecast. Coastal waters from North Carolina, Virginia border to Hershey Beach, Light, North Carolina, out 40 knots, all craft, advisory for second to Thursday evening. Tonight, southwind 20 to 25 knots, 30 to 30 knots, becoming southwest 15 to 20 knots after midnight. Seas 6 to 7 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Isolated thunderstorms. Rain. Thursday, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 30 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet. Dominant period 9 seconds. Thursday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Dominant period 8 seconds. Friday, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 8 seconds. Friday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 7 seconds. West wind 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Sunday, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Winds and seas and near.
Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back here to another live stream here for tonight. I hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday here. Hope everyone is doing alright. We got ourselves a little bit of coverage as well as personal forecasts we're probably going to be doing here for today. We got some snow and severe weather coverage as we are seeing the final bit of the severe weather moving its way out of portions here of North Carolina and stuff like that. So it's definitely good. Anyways, you guys, hope everyone is doing all right out there. Hope you guys are doing all right. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have ourselves. We have Mark. We have Crystal. We have Courtney. We have. Let's see. We also have ourselves. I seen that we actually have Liam. We have Gina, we have Online Tough Guy. What's up, you guys? We did have Kevin earlier. I don't know if Kevin's still here, but what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing all right here for today. So we're going to be doing some live coverage regarding the the current situation of what is happening right now. Right at the moment, there is currently no severe storms happening at the moment, which obviously will give us some good timing to show you guys what the expectancy is expected to be here down in time. Because like I said, obviously we're expecting still some snow to drive its way through the Northeast, as we're going to see here, and everything along those lines. Let's go ahead and see here. Fame says, what's up, man? What's up, Fame? Amber says, hey, what's up, Amber? Hope you're doing good. Theodore says, hello there all. What's up? What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing all right here. Glad to have you guys here once again. To be a part of today's stream. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look here, guys, at the future radar, because I want to go ahead and show you guys what we can see here relatively here close in the future. We take a look here at the NAM 3-kilometer model regarding all the snow across the Northeast here. Like I said, if you guys want to follow along in time, it's just literally right up there in the top left if you guys do want to see what's expected here. But this is based off of Eastern time, just letting you all know. But anyway, so as we track our way through here towards midnight tonight, we're going to start to see a lot of the snow move its way into portions here towards like Maine. So obviously areas here towards towards Maine, maybe Vermont, New Hampshire, northeastern state here of New York, New York State. Is going to be seeing some potentially heavy snowfall, in which we are going to be seeing a bit of accumulations across the regions. Now, more specifically for the areas here, like along the the coastal Northeast, such as Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, basically New Jersey, those surrounding areas, it's just going to remain as rain here for the most part, which is definitely something that we are going to be watching out here for. But anyways. But like I said, obviously that is what we are looking at, is obviously, mostly just rain for the, the coastal Northeast areas here. And like I said, obviously regarding things across, the upper Northeast, except for Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as portions of your northeastern New York State. That is currently what we are going to be seeing here. It's just a bit more snow. Now, as we track our way past midnight here, kind of around the sunrise hours, now most of this is going to be out of Vermont, New Hampshire. This will be continuing to kick off across portions here of central and northern Maine, in which we are going to be talking about here. We'll continue to watch this. Areas just in southern Maine, that is actually going to transition from from snow to rain. As you're going to see here, the temperatures are going to be increasing above freezing, so obviously preventing all that snowfall from actually, being able to, collect here on the surface. Actually preventing it from being able to accumulate. According to the NAM 3-kilometer model, what's a little interesting is you guys can start to see how there's a bit of purples and pinks here. Y'all see that right there? So that's obviously showing a possible concern of maybe some ice included. Perhaps maybe some sleet and freezing rain could be a possibility out of this, in which we are going to need to watch out. Of course, like I said, obviously, when you compare snow and freezing rain / ice, obviously if you compare those two together, snow or ice is a lot more significant and has a lot more travel disruptions. Obviously, turning roads completely to ice, and while snow is slippery, it's not as slippery as ice, obviously. So with that being said, like I said, obviously there is a possibility, according to some of these models, that we could see a bit of ice here, which we'll have to take a look at the accumulations here just in a moment. Now, as we track away here to the 26th, obviously for tomorrow, through the morning and afternoon hours here, as you can see, all the way through tomorrow, basically, we're going to see a lot of snow shower potential, across like the Ohio Valley and the areas that could see some snow. Might even include portions of like as far down south as Tennessee from what it looks like. Let me switch over here to this area here. There we go. We'll take a look at this one. This one shows a lot more of the U.S., but it does show possibly here for tomorrow maybe a little bit of maybe a little bit of snow showers here, kind of towards like the Ohio Valley. Once again, maybe as far down south as Tennessee, who might say. So we'll see how that plays out here. But once again, that's just a suggestion from the NAM 3-kilometer model here. Then there is a little shot I will have to mention of more precipitation that could drive its way across like the north. We take a look here kind of towards 12 o'clock p.m. on the 26th, and you can kind of see here, this is obviously here for tomorrow, it's like tomorrow afternoon, we're going to possibly see a little bit of snow moving into portions here of like, western North Dakota. Could drive some accumulations, which we'll have to see here. Probably nothing too crazy, but moving its way down, basically through the evening hours, through Nebraska, eastern North Dakota, eventually moving through Minnesota, maybe Wisconsin, kind of breaking up there, but still going over like, areas of Michigan. And then it looks like more snow is going to develop here towards like northern Nebraska here in southern South Dakota, like for the 28th, the late 27th to the early 28th. So it looks like the snow is just going to be continually falling across a lot of these areas here. We are going to be seeing a lot of snow potential here for a lot of the northern country, towards the central northern plains, the uppermost central plains here. Like I said, towards Nebraska and north South Dakota, which could be interesting. We'll see how that happens here. Let's see here. Haley says, hi, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Renee says, like button. Thank you so much there, Renee. Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting us. Let's see here. How much more snow for Toronto? So when it comes to like the Toronto area, regarding snowfall, most of it is already done. I can tell you that right now. Obviously most of it is moving through right now. We're going to see a lot of a break here, basically as we move into tomorrow morning. So probably not going to see too much more across those regions as we are starting to, start to see all that snow move its way out of the region. But like I said, y'all, we are seeing ourselves a potential of some nasty accumulations here across like the northeast here. Like I said, for upper Vermont, upper New Hampshire, and portions here of Maine. Like I said, obviously that is something we should definitely be watching out for, as accumulations, of several inches per hour could be a possibility here, in which we are going to need to continue to watch here. But that's what's going on there, y'all. That is what we are actively seeing here. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, hey, regarding this event here or anything ongoing, hey, feel free to let us know. So we do have the current line that's moving through the end. Like I said, obviously the end of this line, or the end of this severe weather, is now pushing through here. We have ourselves the storms that have moved through like Wilmington, North Carolina, still kind of located here towards Jacksonville, North Carolina, getting ready to move towards the east, like Kitty Hawk region, getting ready to move through like Virginia Beach area here. Within, kind of right around now, it looks like Virginia Beach here kind of looks like it's starting to, actually Virginia Beach looks like it's getting it right at the moment, which is quite interesting. But we'll have to, we'll see that. But there's no severe warnings on that, which is good news. Obviously, we don't want to have to deal with any more of those. We've had some pretty nasty storms here out of this in particular system here. When we take a look here at the velocity scan, we can see how there's, some areas here of heightened highlights here. Now, I don't think these are really much of any rotating activity, but I do think that it is possibly some gusty winds associated with this. 18-mile-an-hour wind gusts according to the station here, which is interesting here. Elizabeth City, we're talking 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Let's see, this one 21 here towards Currituck. Rain says, hello, I've been a member for 3 months. What's up, Rain? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here again, my friend. Anyways, but like I said, yeah, we're having a bit of gusty winds, nothing too extreme. This one's 31, so that's obviously, ahead of the cold front is a little bit more stronger. 37, wow, look at that one. That's pretty gusty. To be having 30 plus mile-an-hour winds here ahead of that, obviously gusts up there. That's, like I said, we have the strong northerlies here. We have a very, very strong, lower-level jet that's in place here, delivering a lot of moisture, delivering a lot of, a whole bunch of things here, across the country there. But anyways, like I said, if you guys have any zip codes, anything like that you guys want us to take a look at, we'll be free to do such. We're probably going to be live here for quite a while tonight because I just want to give you guys some info and everything regarding such. So like I said, if you guys have anything, like I said, obviously we're going to be here. And like I said, obviously, like I said, we'll continue to be here for you guys and everything like that. So, but yeah. Let's see here. But anyways, like I said, here at the moment, we do not have any active severe thunderstorm warnings or any tornado warnings, which is obviously great. We don't want to deal with any of those here. But I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and switch on over here. So the next thing I really want to look at here is, since this event, we really have not been able to look at the long-range models here too much here. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that here right now. We're going to see what's expected here. Like as mentioned before here, like I said, we did look here before, back on the NAM 3-kilometer model here. So here for tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have the possibility of maybe some snow moving through like western North Dakota here, continuing to push its way down to the southeast. Obviously areas that could be affected might be South Dakota, moving through Minnesota, maybe Iowa, portions here of, Wisconsin perhaps, maybe moving a little bit of snow towards the Ohio Valley, but nothing along the lines of what we just seen across these areas here. But like I said, that is kind of, what we are seeing. But there is a possibility, as we also did see, kind of across, what the NAM 3-kilometer model is showing either at the end, is that we might perhaps see a little bit of snow here for areas of like northern Nebraska, southern portions here of South Dakota, maybe western Iowa, potentially could be seeing a bit of snowfall, which we'll see how all that goes there. But this is kind of for the early morning hours of the 28th, which that's still, about 3 days out here, but, we'll see how, realistically about 2 days, because if you don't count today's pretty much over, and this is early to 28th, so yeah, pretty much not too long, but that could deliver maybe a little bit of snow, as well as a bit of rain for areas here of like the southeast, which is something we should watch out here for. But anyways, further down in time, really we can't trust this too far out. Like I said, with these models here, specifically like the long range, weather models, we are not really supposed to go out too far, because like I said, obviously the more further you go out, the more inaccurate these models do tend to get here. Like I said, they actually downgrade about 10% accuracy every day. So by 10 days out, the accuracy is near 0% essentially. So if you go 7 days out, it's about 30% chance. You see what I'm saying? So obviously the further you go out, the more that things the more that things actually turn to become a little bit more less accurate and such. But anyways, like I said, you guys, right now here at the current moment, we are indeed seeing, like I said, we do have ourselves, the line that's moving through, like I said, obviously here through portions of eastern North Carolina here, and the portions of southeastern Virginia. Once again, like I said, obviously we are seeing towards Virginia Beach starting to get impacted by this cold front here right now. Like I said, luckily right at the moment there's nothing severe on this, but I tell you what, I'm sure those winds are pretty gusty towards a specific location. You can kind of see right there on this line. We're possibly seeing some maybe some gusty winds. Obviously being a big possibility there. Let's see. They call off school here again in Amelia, Ohio for today, and we did not get anything, LOL. I mean, that's typically how things go sometimes is, obviously it's better to over-prepare than under-prepare in these type of events here, because if you under-prepare, then obviously you're not ready for it, which is obviously the main problem. Now, like I said, obviously it's way better to over-prepare for these events here, because, like I said, what if the worst does happen? The worst-case scenario does happen here, and you would be ready for it, essentially. So that's obviously why you typically see a lot of weather forecasters go above and beyond on their wording and stuff like that. It's obviously it's all just a keeping you safe type of thing. Obviously it's just to keep you guys safe. stuff like that. But there is other people that do take the warning a bit more crazy than others. I'm not going to be mentioning any names here, but there's a few weather people that I do know that actually kind of overhype everything here, and stuff like that. But anyways, regardless, like I said though, that is kind of just that's kind of what we are seeing here. It's just the remainder of these storms that's moving through here for the most part, and everything along such. So, but that's kind of what we are seeing. And once again, like I said, if you guys have any questions throughout this, like I said, obviously feel free to let us know. As we will be here for you guys, and we'll make sure that you guys are staying, like I said, we'll make sure that you guys are staying at least up to date here, because like I said, we want you guys to understand, the current situation that is occurring here. Anyways, let's see. I'm glad that there isn't any tornado warnings here right now. Don't want any more tornadoes. Yeah, we definitely do not want any more of those. I'm going to tell you what. Here, according to the Storm Prediction Center for today, we've only had one tornado report here today, which really is not that much here. Let's go and see. We're going to take this back here over. We're going to take this a little bit more further east here. Let's see. We're trying to find a perfect camera to actually look at this here. So here is yesterday's, the 24th tornado reports here. We had a lot of them. A lot of the density of them was kind of across portions of eastern Texas and the southwestern Louisiana there, which is quite interesting. We did have a few there. We did have one, in Panhandle, Florida, I did see. But anyways, like I said, same thing for Louisiana and such like that, which is definitely a little interesting. Definitely did get pretty nasty here yesterday. I'm glad that we were able to stream, at least part of it, because like I said, I'm not able to live stream during the daytime because, like I said, I'm not at my house. But that will change this weekend. I'm actually driving back here. Like I said, I'm actually driving back here to Kentucky on Saturday. So obviously, once I get there, then normally lengthy streams will be able to continue and stuff like that. Because like I said, the house is not mine to myself, unfortunately, but stuff like that. But anyways, like I said, yeah, we had ourselves about 24 tornado reports. Now that does not mean that 24 tornadoes were there. It just because there is a few that could be multiple reports here. If I actually go ahead and take a look here at the filtered reports here. You can see there how we have, a few tornado reports here. We have one in Harris, Texas, one there for the county of that. Let's see. Apparently, radar confirmed, tornado EF scale unknown. Interesting. Yeah, because we did have that one there for. There was some pretty nasty ones that we've seen here yesterday, which was not good. Let's see. This one's for tree snap, possible tornado. Yeah, a lot of these have not been rated here yet. Power lines down, multiple vehicles, including semis, flipped and rolled over here. Which this one was, that's interesting there. That was towards Pinehurst. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I hope that everyone is all right over there. Like I said, that dealt with all this stuff. Because it's been absolutely crazy. I mean, this was like a long track. This was like a long track tornado here. Several homes had roof damage and trees blown down from the tornado. As you can see, though, like I said, the EF scale is still unknown because we still have a lot of surveyors to go out there and look at the damages and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But anyways, that's what we're looking at. That is what we are seeing here. Like I said, we'll continue to keep you guys updated on that. As time progresses and we start to get some more information coming through and all kinds of fun stuff. But anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, like I said, we take a look here towards areas towards the north, towards the eastern Virginia region. You can see how it turns from more of storms down the south to kind of just more moderate rainfall. Nothing too crazy going on there. There for New Jersey, just straight up rain for a lot of these regions. But like I said, the more you turn up here to the more you actually turn up here to the north, you can see how we're starting to see a bit of mixture of precipitation, kind of here towards Hartford and north areas here, which that might be in more of the concern of, maybe some sleet, maybe some freezing rain, and all kinds of stuff like that. And you can see how it really starts to change the snow here towards portions of eastern portions here of Vermont, and obviously moving into portions of western Maine, which is definitely kind of shown to be kind of heavy here. Let's take a look at that, showing around 20-30 dBz of snowfall. So that's actually pretty moderate heavy snowfall. that we are seeing across those areas there. So obviously that can lead to heavy snowfall, and obviously leading to quick accumulations over a short period of time here, in which I think that the Storm Prediction Center has actually put something up on this. I think they put a mesoscale discussion talking about concerning heavy snowfall for these areas. They indeed have, and I'll go ahead and show you guys here right now. You can see right there that the mesoscale discussion number 108 suggests here that locally heavy snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour is possible during the next several hours, including portions of northern New York, central and northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and moving through a lot of Maine. Like I said, that's kind of what we're looking at. Expected development and motion of heavier snow around 03 to 07Z. So that's obviously here. Right now, the current time is almost 03Z. At 10 o'clock Eastern, it'll be 03Z. So obviously, from around 10 o'clock there until, let's see here, obviously well in past the midnight hours here, kind of around 3 o'clock or so. So with that being said, I mean, obviously we're going to be expecting, several inches per hour to be a possibility across those areas here. Like I said, the heavy snow is already, starting to fall across areas here, the surrounding area. And which something I do actually want to go ahead and show you guys is the official forecast, like I said, regarding how much snow, we can actually see here. Because like I said, we do have a decent amount of snowfall here on the forecast. Things have actually changed here for areas of like, northern Maine. Perhaps some areas here in northern Maine could see some areas here in the northern stretch here, potentially up to a foot, maybe up to, it's at 12 inches in diameter, which is, or 12 inches tall, I should say. Well, why am I saying diameter? 12 inches tall regarding snowfall across that kind of maroon, almost, magenta, red shaded color there. So with that being said, like I said, that's kind of what we are, talking about here, and everything like that. But anyways, like I said, that is essentially what we are seeing here now across portions here of the north. Regarding more snowfall, like I said, we are going to be seeing a bit more snowfall move through, like, Minnesota here, perhaps another 1 to 3 inches, or perhaps 1 to 3 inches across the regions there. Really nothing too crazy. But when it comes to ice, like I said, ice is going to be a big concern here, in which we can actually look at here at the moment. The more I look at it, here towards like northern New England, like I said, we can see right there for areas, right there in basically north central Maine, how some of the accumulations could get up to, higher than 0.2 of an inch, possibly. Now, that might not sound like much, but whenever it comes to ice, that could be seriously concerning. And that could obviously cause, numerous issues, slippery roadways, you name it. Obviously, nasty conditions. So that is something we got to really consider here, is obviously the, the heavy icing concerns across, portions here, as well as, obviously a whole bunch of other things there. But anyways, but like I said, like I said, that's kind of what we're looking at. And once again, like I said, if you guys, are curious about anything regarding this, make sure to let me know, and we'll be here for you guys. Let's see here. Liam says, I'm back, had to do the dishes. What did I miss? So really, you didn't really miss too much. We were just basically talking about, the winter weather and stuff like that. Like I said, at the moment, we take a look here back towards the radar in eastern North Carolina. We still have this cold front that's moving through. The storms are getting ready to hit portions like Emerald Isle, towards, Cape Carret here, towards like Ocean, Broad Creek here, Camp Bryan, let's see, Havelock, Pine Grove, Croton, those areas there is getting ready to get impacted here by this, in which, that is what we are seeing here. But anyways, like I said, that's what we're looking at, that is kind of what we are seeing, that is what that's what we're looking at. But anyways, that is exactly, what we are looking at regarding such. Like I said, we actually have this cold front that's getting ready to impact me here towards, once again here towards like Lakeland. This is actually right here, kind of where I'm at here. So it looks like we are about to get hit here. We're about to get hit here pretty soon here, but none of these, obviously none of these are severe here. There's gusty winds that get ready to move through. That's interesting, because I'm getting ready to, actually have my weather log occurring, and like I said, the weather log is actually going here right now, which I'll go ahead and show you guys. I thought it was on the other screen, but you can see there my weather log is, like I said, it's actually logging outside right now, and obviously areas here towards, like I said, here towards Lakeland, it looks like it's getting ready to get hit here relatively soon. So, but anyways, like I said, guys, if there is anything that you guys might have, questions for or anything like that, like I said, y'all, we're going to be here for you guys. We're going to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there. And like I said, we'll continue to make sure that we'll be continuing to watch these updates here. But like I said, what the good news is the fact that these storms are essentially almost gone. Like I said, these storms are essentially almost out of the country. We don't have to worry about them too much longer, which is obviously good news. Because like I said, we really don't want to be dealing with that. With everything going on. Like I said, we've been dealing with these storms here for the last few days here. They've actually been quite nasty here. Like I said, obviously the prayers goes out to the people who were affected by these and stuff like that. It's just, things have just really gotten quite crazy here. Things have just really took off for the worst here. But like I said, the good news is like I said, you can see the cold front how it's starting to move out into the Atlantic, which is definitely definitely is good. In which we'll just we'll see how things pop off here. Absolutely. But anyways, like I said, if you guys have any zip codes or anything like that, like I said, we'll be doing a personal zip code forecast and everything along those standards. So we'll see. Like I said, if you're specifically questioning about an area, if you're wondering about anything, then we'll look at those areas specifically. But anyways, I tell you what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to go ahead and take a look here. Here in the future, we're going to see what's going on here. We're going to go ahead and switch on over here to the American GFS here, which I'm going to go ahead and switch on over here to that here right now, which we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. So we're going to take a look at a few models here because I want to really just take a little peek here in the future and see kind of what we can expect. So obviously, first of all, we have this system that's moving through the cold fronts, moving out into the waters here, which is good. But like I said, as we track away down here further in time, like I said, obviously, with that being said, for areas here towards like, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, those areas there, like I said, that's starting to, it's going to be moving out here by pretty much later tomorrow. But then as we track away down in time, like I said, we're going to have another little low pressure system impact portions here of like the northern plains into portions of the upper Midwest region. And then there's another shot of moisture here that might just deliver a bit of snow here towards the central plains. It looks like it might just track here in the northern Ohio Valley, but honestly, we'll just have to see how other models support this. A lot more rain being kicked up across the south. That could be the possibility of maybe some more soaking conditions, across those regions there, which is definitely quite interesting. We'll see. We'll actually take a look here at the European model. I want to see what the comparison here is. I want to see kind of what this has to show us. So we obviously have that first system that moves through, second one moves through. Honestly, it does not really appear that there is that many differences. We're going to drop down a model because that one does not go as far. But it does show that moisture across portions of the southeast here, which is quite interesting. So overall, models do seem to be pretty much in sync. So areas here in the north, like I said, obviously as far down south as like Nebraska, y'all might be in line for a few rounds of snowfall here coming for pretty much later on at the end of this week here. So we'll see. Let's see here. Renee wants me to take a look here at a zip code of, let's see here, 45102, 45102, across portions here of, like I said, this is right here in Ohio, basically, towards the Cincinnati region. So here at the moment, like I said, obviously what is going on right now in the current radar view, there's really not much happening across your location, which is good, which I'll go ahead and show you right now. So here's the current radar view here towards the region. Honestly, like I said, really not expecting much of anything to move through here. Like I said, most of it is already gone. Now, there is a possibility here tonight into tomorrow that we might be able to see a bit of snow shower activity, which we'll definitely continue to watch here, and we'll see how things go on. But like I said, I mean, it's possibly just going to be continuing as like I said, it's mostly just going to be there as maybe some snow showers from today into tomorrow. So we'll see how things go. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Fall Guys. I'm going to take a look here at, let's see, 46567, 46567, cross portions here of Syracuse, Indiana. This is basically right here in northeastern Indiana here. So for you, my friend, same kind of ordeal here, possibly just seeing a bit of snow shower activity here as we actually did see. Now, when it comes to, like I said, when it does come to, anything happening towards the regions there is a possibility here for like the 27th. As we were looking here on the future radar, we could get a little bit of a touching effect here out of this. Like I said, we could get a possible touching effect here out of this secondary system that could drive down here Like I said, this is getting ready to move its way through the region here starting tomorrow. But like I said, I mean, this possibly could deliver a bit of snowfall for like northern Indiana. Maybe. But like I said, I really wouldn't count on it. It's still a little too early here regarding such. But like I said, we'll just continue watching things, and we'll see how things go on here. Absolutely. But anyways, that's that. Jenny says, good evening, everyone. What's up? Megan says, hi, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. We also have ourselves T-Bear here. What's up, T-Bear? Hope you're doing all right. Thank you for joining us here today. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, let us know. We have Cody Gray wanted me to take a look here at a zip code for him. Right here at 51441, so 51441. Cross portions here of, this is showing here for Deloitte, Iowa. Basically right here on the far western side here of the state of Iowa. So when it comes to you, my friend, honestly, it's going to be pretty much clear here for the most part. Basically until the 27th, I'd say probably the early 27th. So tomorrow should mostly be clear for you, probably a little bit cooler regarding such. But we take a look here, like I said, here's the future radar just as a reference. Like I said, we obviously can't be, we obviously cannot just, essentially, just completely watch, we can't just completely trust this in particular model here, is what I'm saying. But like I said, with everything happening here, it appears that we might have a little bit of impacts here towards, areas in western Iowa. So we'll see how it happens. We'll see how it goes. But it looks like the most impacted areas is going to be towards like the Dakotas and obviously Minnesota, maybe through Wisconsin. But for you, it's possible we could get maybe a little something, but I really don't think anything too crazy. Renee says, thanks, Andrew. No problem. Let's see here. Theodore says, good evening, weather team. What's up, Theodore? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. Let's see here. Jenny says, it's a rainy day here in Arlington, Virginia. Yeah, I can actually tell you that for sure. Like I said, there is some good news with it, is the fact that we are starting to see a lot of that move its way out of the region here. Like I said, the remainder of this is kind of going through like Fairfax County, D.C., because I actually grew up around this area. I actually grew up here in Manassas. So I'm not too far away from you. But like I said, that is starting to move its way out of the region. Like I said, we take a look here at the overall, the national view here regarding such. Like I said, we have this cold front that's sweeping through. Obviously, portions here through like eastern North Carolina and such. But like I said, really, a lot of that moisture is moving out of the Mid-Atlantic region. Obviously, moving out of Virginia, moving through portions here of eastern. Like I said, moving through portions of eastern Maryland here, obviously towards regions of, the further northeast. And like I said, really those areas here in the coastal sections, like I said, here towards like Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, those areas, across the region there, like I said, that is kind of where we are seeing that cutoff point between snow and actually just rain across the location. So, but with that being said, though, like I said, we are seeing the rain continue here, and like I said, it really is starting to turn into snow here. Like I said, here recently, the Storm Prediction Center has put out a mesoscale discussion talking about heavy snowfall accumulations. Rapid snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour across portions here of like northeastern, New York, portions here of Vermont, portions here of New Hampshire, Maine, those regions there, which is interesting. Let's see here. Caden says, I got to go to bed, but I wanted to say hi to everyone. What's up, Caden? Hope you're doing good. And hope you sleep well. And thank you for joining us. Absolutely. But like I said here, we also have ourselves, like I said, the cold front is finally almost moved through. This thing is finally almost through the country here. Like I said, we just have a little bit of area here in eastern North Carolina to go. And once it's through these areas, then we will be clear from the severe weather here out of this, which is good. We don't want to have to deal with that anymore. Regarding such, like I said, for tomorrow's outlook and all, we really don't have a risk at all. Yeah, tomorrow's convective outlook is silent, which is good news. Let's see here. Crystal with $1 super chat. Thank you so much there, Crystal. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Big shout out goes to you. But once again, yeah, thank you so much there. Crystal, you absolutely rock for that. Thank you so much for supporting us. Definitely means a lot. Thank you so much. But like I said, we just have ourselves... Uh-oh. My program's giving out on me. But like I said, we just have ourselves, you can see that little slight risk there, kind of just north here of Wilmington, east of Raleigh for the most part. So, but like I said, once the line moves through there, which it mostly has, essentially, but once it's moved through there, like I said, it'll be golden. We'll be good. Once again, Crystal, thank you so much for that. That's super, super greatly appreciated. Big, big shout out goes to you, my friend. Thank you for that. Very, very nice of you. Which, like I said, most of the storms have already moved through that slight risk area here, which, most of the backside is exposed here in the slight risk. So, like I said, once this main line moves through, once the main line moves through, that is where the threat diminishes very quickly. Very, very, very quickly here. But anyways. But that is that, my friends. Let's see here. Jerry says hello. What's up, Jerry? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Yeah, there's that mesoscale discussion I was telling you guys about how the national or the Storm Prediction Center has actually put this out here regarding heavy snowfall. Rapid. Like I said, rapid accumulations here over the next little bit. Let's see, we'll turn on. I don't know if this one. I don't think the GR or WSV3. I don't think that actually has precipitation type on a level 2 radar scan, unlike Radar Omega. I really like Radar Omega for a lot of purposes. I like them both because they have their own different things here. Like I said, here towards Albany, we're seeing a bit of a transition. You can see down to the south here for areas like in the yellow and the green. That's turning from more of a rain type of ordeal, turning into frozen precipitation here, kind of in terms of sleet, freezing rain. East of Albany, like I said, right here towards like Williamstown, surrounding areas here, Claremont, and stuff like that. Crystal says you're doing an amazing job. Well, thank you so much there, Crystal. That seriously means a lot to me. We try to here. Like I said, we're always here for you guys. We'll make sure that you guys are always up to date here, no matter what. And we'll always be here for y'all. Renee says yes, he does. Same thing as Mark. Well, thank you guys. That seriously means a lot to me. Yeah, you guys absolutely rock. But anyways, like I said, right now we just have a little bit more to go through North Carolina here. Like I said, if you guys are in areas here towards Havelock, you're getting hit right now. Now with the major areas here, kind of towards like Beaufort, which I don't know if that's really major, but it's a bigger city here in eastern North Carolina here. That is where we have ourselves. This line is getting ready to occur here. Now, according to the Mesonet, according to a weather station, fancy weather station here, apparently we've had some wind gusts here get up to about 31 miles an hour, which, obviously that's enough to, move objects around, that's for sure. But like I said, the more further south you move, like I said, you can obviously see how the cold front is, right over here, off into the waters. But that actually brings, like I said, a concern, though, for the boaters out there. Because, if you're a marine travelist and you're out there in the waters, then obviously that's something to watch out for. But like I said, I'm actually about to get hit by this cold front, too. Conditions, I have my weather instrument. I have a Kestrel 5000, which is basically a little portable dude. It's really cool, actually. I'll go and show you guys a picture of it. It's actually really, really neat. But I'm basically recording a whole bunch of data on it, whenever storm systems move through, which will obviously be very, very useful for, whenever I, very, very useful for, whenever I, want to forecast and stuff like that. It'll become pretty useful. There you go. That is the weather station I have. It's just a little portable dude. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It was about $600, which was, with all the equipment, the tripod, the little mounts, and everything was about $600, $500-600, I think. But like I said, it does the job pretty good here, and I actually can really make some pretty cool stuff, and I can really analyze all the data and stuff like that, which gives me a better field of perception of observations and stuff, which is really awesome. I love it. T-Bear has been a member for 2 months. Thank you so much there, T-Bear. Greatly appreciated for the membership on the Tropical Storm team. Thank you so much. Saying, could I do 56701, please? Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. I got you covered here. Thank you so much. Once again, T-Bear, that's super nice of you. So 56701 across the region for Thief River Falls here in Minnesota. So this, my friend, is in northwestern Minnesota. So, okay, there is something I want to tell you, okay? There's something I do want to show you, my friend. So for you there, T-Bear, like I said, we are watching a little area that might have a little bit of my concern. So we switched right over here to the future radar view based off of, the NAM 3-kilometer model here. As we track away tomorrow for the 26th, kind of around the evening hours, I'd say, basically for the late afternoon, pretty much, just around sunset or so, we're going to see a little bit of snow move towards your region here, basically in northwestern Minnesota. As you can see right there, there's a little bit of a line of snowfall that's going to be moving through. Now, this is not going to be anything in particularly, crazy. It's going to probably start here anywhere from, since you're in the central time zone, probably as early as, 4 o'clock maybe, and maybe as late as, lasting until kind of around a little bit just before midnight. But when it comes to accumulations and all of that fun stuff here, according to the official forecast from the from the National Weather Service here, so when it comes to all of that, which we take a look here over at the we take a look here over at your location here towards Thief River Falls, with the 48-hour snowfall totals, we're kind of talking about 1 to 3 inches here, which obviously it's really not too much, but it's a little snow. Obviously you could probably see a little bit of accumulation out of that, which is nice. Nothing too crazy. So so expect that later on tomorrow evening. Like I said, starting around sunset for you. And with that being said, expect around 1 to 3 inches. But anyways, let's see. Holy crap! This cute little weather station. It does it does a good job. Megan, do you remember how I've been posting those graphs and stuff? That's where that came from, which I can show you guys here really quickly. I'll show you an example of the data I collect here, which is absolutely, I find really cool. So that little weather station I showed y'all, here's the data I can collect on it, which you can see how it tops out. That's the humidity at the top, the blue. Then the red's your outside temperature, the green's your dew point. You can see how the dew point and the temperature spread out and the humidity drops as the daylight hours hits, and obviously, the sun comes out and stuff. Just really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff here. But anyways, let's see here. Chris, what's up, Chris? Hope you're doing good. Chris wants me to take a look here at a zip code of 57625, 57625, which is in Eagle Butte here. This is basically south or northwestern portions. That the same thing kind of carries for you as it did for T-Bear there. Like I said, obviously if you're in the region, probably not as much I'd say, but if you look in the northwestern section, a little bit earlier for you actually, pretty much for the early afternoon, we're gonna start to see maybe some snow move through. It's just a little line of snow. After that, it's probably not gonna do too much. Maybe just turn from a straight line of snow. Probably will be snowing pretty heavy there for a few minutes, and then it's probably gonna turn more into snow showers after that, as a few few little snow showers could be possible. I will mention a few models did also suggest another little disturbance kicking up here, essentially for the late 27th. So that might be something to watch out here for. But the same thing I'll do for, like I said, I'll do the same thing for you as I would for, like I said, for T-Bear there. Like I said, we take a look here over at the official forecast. Like I said, regarding the the accumulations and stuff like that with the snowfall. Now, like I said, here over the next 48 hours, really not that much expected. Honestly, some areas here is most likely going to remain under an inch. But a few localized spots, here and there, perhaps could get above an inch, which is possible, but I really wouldn't count on it over an inch for the most part. But anyways, let's see here. Megan says, how do I, that's how you got your graphs? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love that you can have your own weather station like that. That's way cool to have your own. Yeah, so I actually measure the atmospheric conditions, literally wherever I want to. And like I said, it's on a tripod, so I just have to move the tripod and station it somewhere else, and it'll record data, which I find is really pretty cool. Like I said, it's definitely very, 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 very useful. And I'm a little interested because, like I said, this line of storms is moving through right now for me. Obviously, probably nothing too crazy, but the fact that this line of storms is moving through here right now. It's going to be interesting to see just how that, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see just how the weather data changes on that. Just obviously what we can probably expect is a sharp change in pressure and obviously, increase in winds there. Because like I said, what causes winds to blow is a pressure gradient essentially, where one area has higher pressure than a different area. So obviously, air flows from high to low pressure, so the winds flow from high to low in that case, which I'm not really getting too much into it though, but that's kind of how that works, which is kind of cool. Like I said, the winds are caused by pressure gradients. With the low pressure system, it moves out all the high pressure and replaces it. That's why during the events, or specifically after the events, you notice how the winds kick up. Sometimes due to that pressure replenishing back into the country, which is just absolutely awesome. Very, very cool stuff. That's actually what really got me into weather is, like I said, when I was back in 2012, I ended up getting back in 2012, I ended up getting a personal weather station here, which was really cool. My neighbor actually got it for me, and I started recording the data myself, like by pen and paper, because it didn't actually log anything like this one does. But by pen and paper, I would just sit there and record data, and I just got fascinated in order to start doing some other things. But anyways, let's see. Mark says that front line, yeah, definitely pretty crazy. Definitely is pretty crazy looking, that's for sure. Like I said, I'm right here in Lakeland. I'm actually getting ready to head home here on the Saturday. Heading home to Saturday. I will be home on Sunday. Like I said, I'm driving from, look at this. Tell me this is not a long drive. So I'm right here in Lakeland, Florida, which is obviously like central Florida. We are traveling all the way up north here. We're going to go up Interstate 75. We're going to go through Georgia. We're going to go through Atlanta. And then we're going to stop here for the night. And then we're going to continue on the next day, go through eastern Tennessee, go through southeastern Kentucky, go all the way towards Lexington, then over towards Louisville, and around in here towards Oldham County. That's where I'm going. So you can tell me that's a pretty long drive there. That's I think it's like 14 hours of driving total, which is crazy. So I got 14 hours of driving ahead of me this weekend, which is not going to be too fun. But hey, we'll manage. I'm sure I'll be all right. So just hope that I have safe travels and stuff like that, because like I said, it's a pretty long drive there. Let's see. Mr. Install says, hello, everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here again, my friend. Thank you for joining us. But like I said, we just have, the storms moving out through eastern North Carolina. Like I said, it looks like, though, through eastern North Carolina, like I said, it actually looks like a lot of the activity is done for, which is crazy here. But anyways, like I said, if you guys have any questions regarding anything, like I said, feel free to let us know if you guys have any questions regarding any activity, and like I said, if there's a specific area that you might be a little questionable about, then make sure to let us know. We'll be here for y'all. Oh God, I hate going through Atlanta. Always busy. I always try to go through it during the midday. Yeah, Atlanta is horrible. It is very horrible. Hope we don't have to drive in snow or ice. No, I shouldn't have to, which is good. Like I said, I'll mostly just be in a lot of the. I'll mostly be in the clear. There shouldn't be any snow on the ground or anything like that. No, but the day after, there's actually the system. Yeah, that's something I'm a little interested about here, which I'll take us back to the models here, y'all. Like I said, here's GFS. So like I said, I'm going here. Obviously, Saturday is the 28th, if I'm correct here. Let's see, Saturday. Yep, Saturday the 28th here. So you can see the time right there, the 27th. So for the 28th, you can see how I'm going to be traveling just ahead of this line. And then obviously for the 29th, as soon as the day I get there, it's going to be raining, which is going to be very fun. But after that, it doesn't look like much of anything is going to be happening, which is interesting. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Which I think I'll be all right. I think I should be fine. Let's see. Tonight the low will be 27. That is bitterly cold, and like I said, that's obviously going to be a big problem for me. Is I've been in Florida since early November of last year. So whenever I go back up north to Kentucky, with days being a maximum of like 30, 40 degrees and nighttime temperatures of like 30 to 20, I'm going to completely die. Yep, so if I'm not back on the channel, guys, you know what happened. I kind of either died of a shock from the temperatures or just froze to death, maybe. One or the other. So if I'm not here during the next few streams, probably going to be goner, which is definitely going to be a bit rough. Which, what's the current temperatures here over towards Louisville? Oh, yeah. Yep, there you go. 30s. Not surprising. And over here by me, it's probably like in this. It's actually been pretty warm today. I think got up to like 80 something. Yeah, it's like 70s here. I'm going to turn into a snowman. Probably. I'm going to die whenever I go back there. Which is crazy. Maria says you will live, LOL. We will see. There's only time will tell, huh? Courtney says I'll spam your phone. Well, if I'm dead, how am I going to answer my phone? That's the thing. But anyways, but yeah, so like I said, obviously here for, after that, I really, okay, I hate saying this, but I kind of hope that line of snow you can see here, possibly for like, Missouri to the upper Ohio Valley, I hope that pushes south, because if it's going to be cold, it might as well snow. That's the way I look at it. If it's going to be cold, just snow. I mean, seriously. That is, like I said, that's obviously the way I look at it there. Let's see, those temperatures, let's see what those are supposed to do. Here down in times, so first of all, we have the system move through. Yeah, it looks like, things are going to be chilling here pretty good. Oh, God, dude. Yeah, just seeing that freezing line literally go right over where I'm going. It's just always beautiful, always so nice. But anyways, let's see. Your ghost will answer the phone, perhaps, maybe so. But anyways, guys, like I said, if you have any questions, for specific areas, let us know. What does the green mean? What, like this stuff? This is showing temperatures basically in the 40s and 30s. You can see there how the temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. Wow, look at this. Okay, I wish I could. I don't really think I can do this, but you can kind of see it up there. So for areas like I said, areas here towards like southern California. Did I really just call Canada California? Southern Canada. It's a possibility that we could see those temperatures here in the negative 30s. That's not wind chills. That's just straight up temperatures there, which is pretty crazy. Looks like a bit of a cool down. Ooh, look at that. This is for February, and that's February 4th, which, I mean, that's still pretty daggone far out from here, but those temperatures are kind of concerning. But anyways, like I said, I don't really like to take a look out that far. Like I said, you really shouldn't trust, what I always say, really shouldn't trust past 5 days or so. Because, like I said, every day that passes, the inaccuracy basically goes up about 10%. So 7 days out, it's 70% inaccurate, which is 30% accurate, essentially, roughly. Let's see here. Hello, any snow for Middle Tennessee? Is this the blessed one? So I can tell you what. There is actually a possibility here, which I'll go ahead and show you. If we zoom in towards Tennessee, we're going to turn over here to the precipitation type. Now, not saying that there's going to be any crazy amounts of snow, but there is a possibility here for tomorrow. We could see a little bit of snow shower activity here towards Tennessee. Y'all see that? See those little blue specks there? That's showing the possibility of some snow showers. So if you're in Tennessee, like I said, it really just depends on where you're at there in the state. It's possible we could see a little bit of snow showers as far down south as like Tennessee. Shows a little bit here in northern Alabama, northern Mississippi as well. I mean, honestly, it would not be surprising. Hee TV, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. Do I think that we'll have an early spring? Like I said, obviously, to be honest with you, it's going to be interesting to see how things play out here. Whatever it is, it's not changing anytime soon here. I can tell you that. Which we'll see how things pop off here. Which I can actually show you guys something pretty cool. We'll drag the climate models into this one. 3-month anomaly here. Now here's the thing. So this is for like April, showing into May, which is crazy. But if you look here, see there's a lot of green in the eastern country. That's showing above average precipitation, meaning more potential storms here for like early spring. That could be a possibility there. Some more storms there. Let's see. Temperatures expected to be, slightly above average for the most part. But these climate models they're a little janky. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes they show things, and then the next thing you know, you look at them again the next day, and they're completely opposite of what they were saying. So climate models are, they are a different kind of model. Like I said, you really cannot compare them here. Like I said, you really cannot compare them to your typical, short range, mid range, long range model, because they're basically just different in several ways. different equations, and they look at different things essentially. They look more at the trends rather than what's exactly expected. If that makes any sense, essentially. But anyways, let's see. Hee says, show Wyndham, Maine. Okay, so we can take a look here over at Maine. You should know where you're at based off of that. I'm not about to look over there, but you can see wherever you're at in Maine, there is a lot of snow that is going to be heading into your area here tonight. So watch out for that. It is pouring outside. I'm getting that cold front right now. But anyways, like I was saying though, yeah, this is going to be kicking off here across Maine, and obviously areas here towards like southern Maine. Eventually, this is going to start out as snow. Okay, so it's going to start out as snow and it's going to turn into rain here shortly after. So, with that being said, that's kind of what we're seeing there. So yeah, you're probably going to deal with a decent amount. And as we were looking actually on the on the official forecast, the glorified forecast by the National Weather Service, like I said, we were seeing officially that we were probably going to see some areas here as high up as 12 inches of snowfall. Some areas potentially could get over a foot, which is interesting. Yep, very heavy right now. I love it. Yeah, I honestly would too. I'd actually love to see some snow here. That'd be quite awesome. Anyways. But like I said, yep, I'm right here towards Lakeland, and I'm getting hit by this right now. Can I zoom in on Portland, Oregon for a second with snowfall accumulations on? Sure, I can actually go ahead and do that right now. I'll go ahead and switch on over here, which I'll show you guys more of the better. There we go, better picture. So for Portland, Oregon, so obviously across the region, so this is over the next little bit here. As you can see, Portland over here for the most part. So this is over the next 48 hours. So this is for the next, the next 2 days essentially. It does not show much of anything happening. But for the upper elevations, just east of you, just southeast of you, there's a little something. But I'm going to take this a little further here for you. We're going to look at the blend of models. Like I said, it takes a whole bunch of model opinions and averages them out, blends them together, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So here for you, my friend, when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to things like that, like I said, we track our way down here in time, and you can see how there is a possibility we might be able to see a little bit of snow, really not much, just a few tenths of an inch here, basically as far out as, the 29th, which that's still pretty far out. So, like I said, the blend's really not showing too much. Could I put on the GFS? Yeah, I can show you the GFS as well. Which you can see the GFS model, total snowfall accumulation here. Yeah, really not showing too much there. Which, like I said, obviously is really nothing too crazy. So I really don't think you're going to be dealing with too much here. But when it comes to, I tell you what we'll look at though. Like when it comes to, precipitation and all kinds of fun stuff like that, it looks like, it actually looks like you're going to be mostly dry here for the most part. A little bit of snowfall, maybe for like the 28th, according to the GFS here. So just keep an eye on it. Obviously, like I said, nothing too crazy though. So I really wouldn't get your hopes up over it. It's nothing to even get your hopes up over. That's the thing. So, but like I said, I would not worry about it at all. But like I said, you guys, once again, if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to let us know here. We'll be here for you. Let's see, at the end of 18Z, it goes nuts. Like I said, I really don't like to look at it that far here, but oh yeah, I see that. that is pretty crazy. But like I said, you know better. Don't trust that. Which I should probably switch over here. There you go. Yeah, like I said, just don't trust that. But I mean, it does go pretty crazy though. But that's just GFS being drunk GFS. That's the kind of the meme here with GFS. It's always known to be quite drunk, meaning it does not know what to make up its mind essentially, because it says something one time and then it just completely throws something else different in the next here, which is, the way it is. But anyways, like I said, you guys, once again, if there's any specific zip code you guys want me to take a look at here, we will do such for you. Like I said, I'm going to be here for you guys. I'm going to make sure that you guys, like I said, stay safe out there. And make sure that you guys are... because I'm going to make sure that you guys are obviously understanding what is going on here across, the areas. People don't know how to drive in Maine. Yeah, people don't know how to drive in Florida. I tell you what, I-4 is nuts. I go from Lakeland to Orlando quite frequently. I have since I've been down here, and it is horrible. It is terrible. cutting right through Disney traffic, going through Kissimmee, those areas. Oh my gosh, it is terrible. It is just hell on earth essentially. Let's see here, zip code 97504, so 97504. Got you covered, my friend. This is from Medford, Oregon. Okay, so this is basically southwestern Oregon here for the most part. Now, obviously, like I said, we were looking actually at Oregon here a little bit ago. Really not expecting to see much of anything over the next little bit here. Like I said, really the weather is just going to be kind of quiet here for the next while for you. Which, if we take a look here across the northwestern U.S. Regarding precipitation and all kinds of fun stuff like that here, tracking our way down here in time. Like I said, you can see a little bit of moisture maybe moving through, but hardly affecting you at all, if anything. Yeah, really just not showing too much. Let's see here. Can I zoom into the Bay Area accumulation precipitation in California? Absolutely. Yeah, I can go ahead and show you down here. Precipitation accumulation here in California regarding total precipitation. This is we want to look here at, let's see, total accumulated precipitation. Here we go. So tracking our way down here in time. So here for as late as January 31st, which is still a while out. January's a pretty long month. It's possible we could see anywhere from like maybe up to an inch in Southern California. Some areas for those mid upper elevations there, possibly up to points 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain, which, like I said, obviously, I mean, is really nothing as crazy as you guys were once seeing here, which is definitely pretty insane. Yeah, you guys got hit pretty hard, and obviously, I hope everything's going okay with you there. Like I said, obviously things were pretty nuts regarding such. Let's see, check temps and snow accumulations about a week out, so we're not going to do that, because like I said, it just spreads unnecessary information, essentially. Like I said, a lot of people would actually take that seriously, which it's just simply too far to look at. But something I do want to show you guys is right here in the climate models, we're expecting a huge cool down across the country here. This is actually something we should mention to you guys. Here's the Climate Prediction Center map here. So this is for basically next week into the first week of February. So this is basically from the the 31st to February 4th. And you can see here that basically 3/4 of the entire country is literally covering in below average temperatures here, especially for the north region. Like you can obviously see for this time of the year, it is expected to be nearly 100%. Like I said, obviously it is near 100%. Basically below average regarding precipitation and stuff, regarding temperatures and stuff. Crazy. Now, when it comes to precipitation here, a little bit dry across the west here. Basically like the western areas here of Texas for the most part. But the green shows above average precipitation. But like I said, we take a look here back at the temperatures here for this week and the next week. Across the southeast, it is going to be warmer than usual. Across those regions. So like I said, we gotta be watching out for a bit of a cool down here, for the country, especially the higher north you go, starting from the southern plains even, is the more higher up into the plains that you go, the more colder it gets, essentially. But that's kind of what we're seeing here. Let's see here. Everything's so dry already. Essentially, yeah, for a lot of people it is. How's the weather in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Currently traveling there now. So I tell you what. So since we just had this, storm that moved through here not too long ago, that usually leads some high pressure across the locations, as the conditions are very, very well stable, and you can actually see here towards Tulsa, it is completely clear, nothing on the radar at all. So you're good. Let's see here. We actually have ourselves a zip code coming here from Haley. Haley wants me to take a look here at the zip code of 64060. So that's in Kansas City. That's right. So for you, like I said, you've already seen a bit of snow. Kind of the same thing for you, not too far away from Tulsa, believe it or not. At least from the radar perspective, it's within 500 miles or so. Kind of the same conditions though is expected there. I mean, for the most part, relatively clear. Really nothing too crazy here down in time. So yeah, but anyways. Let's see here. Are you talking about my username? I just kind of smashed my keyboard and went with it. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. If that's the way you want to make your username, hey, feel free. It's actually kind of funny, though. Anyways, yeah, I have a feeling that spring is going to be crazy. It's looking that way, that's for sure. Is there a hurricane in Madagascar? I heard about that, actually. Which, let me look at that right now. Oh, yep, there is. Yep, there is, actually. Holy cow. Let me actually go ahead and switch on over here. Look at that. So here's Madagascar right there, in basically southern Africa. Look at that. So that thing's just riding the coast here, huh? Showing pressure of 962, which equivalent, that's about a Category 3 hurricane, Category 2, Category 3 equivalents here. Let's see. We'll take a look here at... Here you go. Here's the official, forecasted view here. Yeah, look at that. That's something else there. That is actually something else there. But anyways, yeah, that's quite the system there. I'll tell you what. Well, you can see as we track our way through GFS, that kind of pulls away, and then high pressure kind of bumps it out to sea further on. Which that's. Oh, I should probably switch over here. That's just a little bit concerning there. Yeah, there you go. See, the high pressure basically bumps it out to sea there. Holy cow! Yeah, that's the crazy part, is that it essentially, the gradient forces of the winds here pushes the storms out, which is really, really cool. Let's see here. Crystal wants me to take a look here at 45431, 45431 across portions here of Riverside, Ohio. Basically here towards Dayton, right here towards Dayton, Ohio. So, for you, my friend, like I said, here for you, my friend, regarding things, at the moment, it's pretty clear, but notice how I said at the moment. But as we track our way down here through time, I'm going to tell you what, there's going to be a possibility of maybe some snow showers, which let me go ahead and show you that right now. It's possible we could get a bit of snow showers here tomorrow. Honestly, for the morning hours here, moving into the morning into the afternoon, it's possible. It's definitely not out of the picture. So look out for a few snow showers. Now, honestly, is it going to be anything too crazy? No. Honestly, it's not. But anyways, we'll just see. It's possible. Yeah, we can see a little bit of something there, but I wouldn't get my hopes up for anything too crazy, though. Just FYI. But let's see here. We're going to take a look here back on... we're going to take a look here back at North Carolina. Oh, yeah. Guys, you know what? That severe storms are basically done now. 49-hour wind gusts. Look at that. Wow. 38 miles an hour winds. 28 there. Yeah, those winds are cranking ahead of the cold front there. Like I said, we have a very strong lower-level jet there. A lot of moisture being pulled up ahead of the frontal boundary, which is definitely interesting there. Can you take a look at the outer banks, two well-defined spouts out there? Let's see here. Are you talking about these ones right here? Let me switch over here to reflectivity, actually. And it looks like a little bit of hooky going on there. You see that little hook? That could be something. Let's see. We're going to switch over here to velocity. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of mezzo right there. But the thing is, though, with these guys, is they're tracking out to sea. Obviously, they're moving away from areas of land. So I don't think... I mean, even if it continues to, somehow make it for a long time, I really don't... It's not going to cause any problems for land. At least this one cell. But it does look like that there is a bit of strong rotation on that. Which, I'm sure there's a water spout there. Megan says, can I please let me know the weather for me tomorrow's? I got to drive to Cedar City for an appointment, so 84790. 4790 right here, which is St. George. Okay. So, for you, my friend, with the weather, so I know where St. George is, and you told me to go to 84720. 4720. Which is Cedar City. Okay, so you're relatively close. You're not too far away. So, in your general location here, it's going to remain mostly dry from what it looks like. I'm going to show you all. Yeah, it's going to remain mostly dry, maybe a little bit of snow showers for the western portions of Utah. But honestly, I would really not count on it too much. But when it comes to temperatures and all of that fun stuff and everything like that, it's going to be, honestly, it's going to be pretty chilly, I'd say. Here in the 20s. So watch out for that. Let's see here, even up to Parwin as well. Yeah, it's mostly going to be the same for a lot of those regions there. It's just going to get cold there for the morning hours. But it's going to heat up there. It's going to be probably a little cooler there, as you're probably going to realize, as I think that that's a bit more higher elevation than where you're at now. But yeah. Let's see here. Megan says, thank goodness, no problem. And like I said, my friends, if you have any questions, once again, feel free to, let us know. We are going to be here for you guys. And we'll definitely try to watch out for this. But anyways, my friends, well, I think that is going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Like I said, obviously, we had a little bit of a thing to go on here for y'all. And like I said, everyone. So, like I said, guys, we are going to wrap it up here for tonight. We're going to wrap it up here for tonight, my friends. So, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. And like I said, once again, appreciate all of your support. You guys are the best here. And all right, well, once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow we'll be back here for more info and stuff like that, and everything along those standards. All right, my friends, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you guys here later on for tomorrow. See you, my friends. Catch you then.